Isaiah 56. This is what the Lord says. Promote justice. Do what is right, for I am ready to deliver you. I am ready to vindicate you openly. The people who did this will be blessed. The people who commit themselves to obedience, to observe the Sabbath and do not defile it, who refrain from doing anything that is wrong. No foreigner who becomes a follower of the Lord should say, "The Lord will certainly exclude me from his people." The eunuch should not say, "Look, I am like a dried up tree." For this is what the Lord says, "For the eunuchs who observe my Sabbath and choose what pleases me and are faithful to my covenant, I will set up within my temple and my walls a monument that they will be better than sons and daughters. I will set up a permanent monument for them that will remain. As for foreigners who become followers of the Lord and serve him, who love the name of the Lord and want to be his servants, all who observe the Sabbaths and do not defile them, and all who are faithful to my covenant, I will bring them to my holy mountain. I will make them happy in the temple where my people pray to me. Their burnt offerings and sacrifices will be acceptable on my altar. For my temple will be known as a temple where all nations pray. The sovereign Lord says this, the one who gathers the dispersed of Israel. I will still gather them up, all the wild animals of the field. Come and devour all the wild animals in the forest. All their watchmen are blind. They are unaware. All of them are like mute dogs, unable to bark. They pant, lie down, and love to snooze. The dogs have big appetites. They are never full. They are shepherds who have no understanding. They all go their own way, each one looking for monetary gain. Each one says, "Come on, I'll get some wine. Let's guzzle some beer. Tomorrow will be just like today. We'll have everything we want." So this is what the Lord says. Promote justice, do what is right, for I'm ready to deliver you. I am ready to vindicate you openly. So it sounds like God is ready to release the people and bring them back. We've had that all mentioned before. However, now there seems to be a condition either of them him moving forward. This is the thing that you will do to show me that you're going to follow me, and I'll do all of these things, or I'm doing this, and now this is what you need to do in response. It's not really clear which way this is going to go. So that's not so clear there. The people who will do this will be blessed. Regardless of when it's supposed to happen, if you're following my ways, you're going to be blessed. The people who commit to themselves to obedience, who observe the Sabbath, do not defile themselves, who refrain from doing anything that is wrong. Okay? They're the ones who are going to be blessed. You have to commit to obedience, observe the Sabbath, not defile yourself, and refrain from doing anything wrong. That's how you receive the blessing. So those are the things you're doing. A foreigner who becomes a follower of the Lord should say, "The Lord will certainly exclude me from his people." Like, what? I know I like to make him whiny. No eunuch shall say, "Look, I'm like a dried up tree." Yeah, that's so funny. Anyway, so God is now saying something that seems new. Okay? We just had the section of nations being able to come, and now we have people who have, in some ways, been excluded. Foreigners are going to be able to come, but eunuchs specifically aren't able to go into the temple. Eunuchs they're not fully intact is the best way. They're not whole. So if you are not whole, you're not able to go into all of the places in the temple to come before God. So it's not a punishment. It is a sacredness kind of thing. So God is extending this to eunuchs. For the eunuch who observes my Sabbath and chooses what pleases me and are faithful to my covenant. So he talks about all of the other people who do this, the foreigners. And there you go. You're finally using the emote I made for that. Now just dapper pastor. So those from other nations are going to come in. Then we're going to use the one who has other reasons to be excluded, the eunuch from another nation who is dried up, is not able to do things, which is so fun and fascinating when we get to the Ethiopian eunuch as a fulfillment of this, looking forward. The eunuch who observes my Sabbath and chooses what pleases me and are faithful to my covenant. So faithfulness is the key. They take hold of, they take fast. I will set up within my temple and my walls a monument, hand and a name. Okay. I guess that makes sense, but a name for it will be better than sons and daughters. I will set up a permanent monument name. I really think name is better. Like your name, your reputation extends. A monument, I'm just thinking a statue. Okay, a statue, whoop-de-doo, it's not going to last. But the name of the Ethiopian eunuch, though we don't know his name, we call him the Ethiopian eunuch, that name has been set up as a monument to what God has done. His name has gone forth in that way, I would say. As for foreigners who become followers of the Lord and serve him, who love the name of the Lord and want to be his servants, all who observe the Sabbath and do not defile it, all who fulfill or all who are faithful to my covenant, I will bring to my holy mountain. I will make them happy in the temple where people pray to me. So foreigners are going to be able to be in the house of God in the temple. So the burnt offerings and the sacrifices will be accepted on my altar. So they're going to be able to bring to the altar. They're going to be able to participate. For my temple will be known as a temple where all the nations may pray. This seems like a shift, a change, more of an expansion, if you will, I think. The sovereign Lord says, this is the one who gathers the dispersed of Israel. I will still gather them up. All the wild animals of the field come and devour. Okay, so they're going to still all be gathered up. The meaning of the statement, still I will gather up him to his gathered ones. Perhaps the preposition lamed before gathered ones introduces the object of the verb. Okay, so Israel, still I will gather him to his gathered ones. Okay, so we've got all of them coming in. We've got them all there. So all the wild animals in the field come and devour all the wild animals in the forest. All their watchmen are blind. They are unaware. All of them are like mute dogs, unable to bark. They pant, lie down, and love to snooze. Okay, I'm not sure what we just had. We are gathering all of the foreign nations here. I will gather up my people, and then we shift to animals in the forest, all your wild animals, and now we've got watchmen who are watching over, who are like mute dogs, not doing their job. Not doing their job as far as what? That's what I'm not clear on. The dogs have a big appetite. They're never full. They are shepherds who have no understanding. They all go their own way, each of them looking for monetary gain. So this sounds like the leaders of the people are the ones being disdained here. So God is going to restore, but the people who have been in charge, they're the ones who kept out, perhaps, maybe the others who wanted to come. So they're going to be out of the way, those who want monetary gain. Each one says, come, I'll get some wine, I'll guzzle some beer. Tomorrow will be just like today. We'll have everything we want. So the leadership is not going to be what it was. The foreigners are going to be included and brought in. It's going to be different.